legitimately, and I hate to put this way, but it's the only way I can think to put it. Kanye wants to culturally shape people. He wants you to say no, 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 no. He wants to force himself on you. He doesn't want it to be easy. He doesn't want your consent. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want you to love him. He doesn't want you to want to be there. He doesn't want your consent. He wants you to have to look despite everything. He wants you to not want to do it, but for you to have to do it because everyone else is doing it or everyone else is talking about it. And going back to the attention part of it, the thing that lets me know that is the fact that he's now starting to diss Kendrick Lamar. Because
Well, yeah, and it's really to this point, man. You know, as a longtime Kanye fan and somebody that's been locked in with Kanye since day one, I'm talking about day one. You see it up there, y'all. Y'all see the albums I got up there, some of my greatest inspirations. Right now, it's just lame. And I never thought I'd get to a point where I'd be sitting up here saying one of the greatest rappers, at least in my eyes, over the last couple of years is going out very, very sad. It's super unfortunate. I saw a lot of the stuff that he tweeted today, and that's more than what he tweeted about Kendrick, you know, with the Playboy Cardi thing, but it's just lame.
That's just straight up high school girl, 9th or 10th grade jealousy and envy. That's like, it wasn't
Fair.
something specific with Drake. He wrote that whole thing to me, that whole email to me. And when he wrote that email to me, this is after the TMZ thing, he just breaks off into Drake in the middle of the email and talks about how the radio is playing Drake, even though Drake's not talking about anything, and how he's got records that people really need to hear, but they're not getting played because the radio would rather play Drake. So I thought that there was actually some philosophical issue that Kanye West had with Drake. I thought that there was actually an issue to where he looked at Drake as a contagion that's actually negative on music and culture. And he thought that he was a positive, right? Whatever. That's not what it was. It was just that Drake was the number one guy.
And
That's
he was
it.
jealous.
And he was jealous. And you know that now because he went from revering Kendrick Lamar and exalting Kendrick Lamar to saying he doesn't really like Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar is kind of whack, which is what he said. I don't like Kendrick Lamar's music. He's a great rapper, blah, 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 blah.
He said he didn't like the album.
No, he said I don't like
Which
Kendrick
is
Lamar's
crazy.
music.
Oh, I thought he said, didn't he reference the album? Didn't he say something like we didn't need a whole album of this? He's a great rapper, but like.
But he was talking about that was about Cardi's art. Wow, we didn't him on this album. Anyway, so but now we just know that Kanye is just like a jealous bitch.
So I'm pretty sure you saw all the tweets that Kanye fired off today where he was just dissing everybody. He dissed Tyler, the Creator. He pretty much said that Tyler, the Creator has no good songs. He also went on to diss Beyonce and Jay-Z talking about their kids. Now, he did take that one down. He tweeted that, then he deleted it. Of course, he know who to play with and who not to play with. Y'all, at this point in Kanye's career, I really don't know what to say. I'm honestly speechless at this point because how can you even defend somebody that's just going on this tirade like this? And he's not doing it for any moral reasons. He's not doing it because he's trying to stand up for the people or he's trying to fight for the little guy and all this stuff. He's doing it simply because nobody's paying him attention anymore. And what's crazy is if he would just focus on the music, I think that he would be fine, but he feels as if he has to do all of these antics, all of these Twitter rants to get people's attention. And it's like, fam, you do realize you Kanye West, right? You don't have to do that. You do realize that you could drop an album, you could sneeze out an album and it'll probably sell 1 million records, right? So why burn all these bridges just because you're trying to fight a fight that's not even worth fighting? Just like with Drake, you're trying to take on the industry. You're trying to take on record labels. You're trying to take on the people that built the industry. That nothing's going to change with that. Okay? Whoever built up the movie industry, whoever built up the music industry, it's in place and it's going to stay in place. And if you want to try to take that down, good luck. You know what I'm saying? If somebody like a Michael Jackson couldn't stand up to the industry and they did whatever they could do to remove power from him and take him out of the game, what do you think they gonna do with a Kanye West, right? Like he's trying to play up this bully slash like, oh yeah, like I'm so different and like, you know, I'm right and everybody's against me. It's such a immature thing to do. Like, brother, the entire industry will wrap their arms around you and embrace you, but you're pushing people away, and for no reason at all. Now, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Kanye can't blame nobody but himself, because it's he who put himself there. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't blame people for distancing themselves, because it's like, fam, you're jumping the shark. I don't know if y'all remember that reference, but I'm a little too young to even remember that reference. But I do know what jumping the shark mean. Like, you're going crazy right now. And when you do stuff like that, man, you're alienating people, and it's easy to stand on that hill by yourself and call people out of their names and judge people. But man, this is not a good place for Kanye to be. And I hate to see him go out like this, but just like I said earlier in the video, there is no way you can explain this behavior other than just lame. You understand? And, you know, shout out to all the OGs in the game that's holding it down, that's doing things the right way, specifically Jay-Z. Now, you don't see Jay-Z doing stuff like this. I don't see my GOAT, my OGs, Nas, out here doing stuff like this. They're out making moves, putting out amazing music, embracing the youth. It's only Ye. It's only him. But yeah, man, it's the Kid Ríez. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all be safe. Stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.